The highs and the lows.
What's up, y'all? This is Everything Blurred, episode 58. This is yours truly, Breon here. I know it's been a long time. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I am the MR dot SHAUN, Mr. Shaun. Welcome to episode 58. Peter Boulware type ish. You know what I'm saying? That was his number when he played for the Ravens back in the day. Speaking of the Ravens, got a couple RIPs, man, to a legendary Raven, and to a soon to be Ravens legend, you know what I mean? An up and coming Ravens legend, you know what I'm saying? Dope defensive player, Jaylon Ferguson. So RIP to him and RIP to the legendary Raven, who is Tony Siragusa, aka the Goose. Man, I believe they passed away 2 weeks ago. Sucks. Prayers go out to their family. Condolences as well, and I really hope in their memory, the Ravens have a successful season.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah, I mean, you said it well, so I can't even.
Thank
you. I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't know much about Jaylon that well, but I did know Goose. Knowing the well, he's been there from the jump, right?
Yes.
So yeah. Especially in the first championship Super Bowl run they had. So, and also too, he was in the commercials for GEPCO.
Go GEPCO, go GEPCO, go GEPCO.
Yeah, him
go
and
go GEPCO.
Yeah, him and what's up with that black dude?
Kiss my bumper, just kiss it.
No, the black dude he was a Raven. He was on the GEPCO. He mentioned that.
Ogden.
Yeah, Ogden. Yeah, they both was on.
Yeah, yes, because he was real stiff and he was dancing with the girls.
Yeah. Yeah, they were the girl. Yeah,
yes, nigga, doesn't matter who you are. Go.
I think he's just happy he was on TV, man. That's all that mattered.
Yo, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. One day on my YouTube, and I watched it. It was a half hour of commercials from 1996. I sat there and watched some of them too, boy. I was like, yo, what? Some I remember, some I didn't remember, but I was just like, yo, this is taking me back, man.
I'm gonna hit you with a throwback because Antoine Rogers posted on Facebook the video.
Peace, Antoine. Peace, Twan.
So he was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I was riding through 75 when the soul moving right, came cruising by.
Took my license registration too.
I hope that my driving
days are through.
Oh, yeah.
Lost his girl and everything in the video.
Yeah.
Girl put his sunglasses on, right? Put himself in the eye.
Yeah.
He just had a bad day. Hot damn.
Oh, yeah. I remember I don't know if it was another commercial they had. I don't know if that the black dude was the actual singer, but yeah, he was on there. Yeah, yeah, they did one where he was singing in the stage, this black guy. I don't know if he was like really the singer or what, but that was funny. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, rest in peace to the Goose and Jaylon Ferguson. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, bittersweet it is. Yeah, hopefully, it's sad that we gotta say it. Hopefully, not use that as motivation, but just hopefully Ravens can, you don't even want to say it because I mean, like, I don't know, it's gonna be heavy, and also too, I think it's heavy because like they lost some couple of role players too, from the trades.
Yeah, we lost some people. I can't think of their names off top right now, but we don't have like a star receiver. Like our receivers are just young guys, first to third year guys, you know what I'm saying? Shaw Bateman, the kid we just drafted, forgot his name, but he just signed his deal. And I mean, we still got our core guys back, you know what I mean? Like Lamar, Andrews, you know what I'm saying? I think our running backs are back. And even with our defense, I know we got better within the draft and within free agency. Forgot the guy that we picked up, but I want to say he's a corner and he's really good. They said really good things about him. So we should. I feel like going forward and prayerfully we're not that plagued with injuries like we were last season. That we'll really bounce back and have a better season.
Yeah. Feel you. I feel you on that.
But let's get into the celebrations things. You know what I mean? We like to bring up milestone anniversaries of favorite albums, movies, TV shows, things like that. You know what I mean? And this year's a milestone anniversary for a classic Eddie Murphy film, and I'll let Breon take it away from there. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna mention two classic movies that came out in '92, and
bonus.
30 years. Because they came out around the same time. Actually, it's 30 years for a couple of films, but I'm gonna mention these two. But they definitely was groundbreaking in a way. So the first one is definitely, like you said, Eddie Murphy's Boomerang. And I think definitely this is, I want to say it's up there as far as my top 5 favorite Eddie Murphy films. It's up there. It's up
top
there.
Top 5 of Eddie Murphy films?
Yeah, personally. I don't know what rank, but definitely it's up there with, of course, Beverly Hills Cop and Coming to America. You got Boomerang, and then, like I said, the last two, I'm gonna say definitely. I'm gonna play Dolomite Is My Name. That was good. That was underrated. That was very underrated.
What's that?
Dolomite Is My Name. It was. I like how they. It was really. Good job on telling the story about Rudy Ray, but also too, it felt very inspired, especially me being someone that's interested in films and things of that nature. It was definitely a motivational piece. The last one I want to personally say definitely. Let me see. Yeah, I might as well put 40 Hours in it.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Trading Places.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with 40 Hours, but no, Trading Places. When you think of love, would your heart be born? Yeah.
And that's a classic house joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I'll give you one Eddie Murphy sleeper, and I think you know what I'm about to say. Metro.
I was gonna say that, but it was like I gotta watch it again because it's been a long time since I've seen that film. I remember seeing it in theaters, and I thought it was cool. It was cool. But I would definitely, I got watched again. It was. I remember me and Mom was watching it one time on TV. I didn't watch all of it, but and yeah, I didn't mention Nutty Professor or Dr. Doolittle. Dr. Doolittle was all right.
I like the Nutty Professor.
Yeah, Nutty Professor. The first one was cool. The second one,
the clumps. It was silly, but I liked it.
Even though they had Janet in there, it was like, yeah. But definitely Boomerang was definitely me personally, it was definitely a personal favorite. What I enjoyed about it too, because Eddie got to work with Reggie Hulum, actually the Hulum brothers. People that he directed House Party and Baby's Kids. So like actually this was after
DC Milestone.
Yep.
Black Panther comics.
Yep.
And he's still working on that Static movie for y'all.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about DC films, period, but that's another story. Hopefully they can like stand alone, they can be separate from that universe.
Well, I'm just glad that they separated certain actors from said universe because them niggas needed to go.
Yeah, and I felt bad that they're gonna
especially Miller.
Yeah, they're gonna control. Yeah, but they ain't gonna reshoot enough, and they're gonna keep the film.
Yeah.
But they're gonna lose a lot of money because people ain't gonna go to see it.
Might as well put it on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's what the argument right there about. Like, yeah, we'll just put it on HBO Max. They ain't want to do that.
On HBO Max, yeah, man.
But
yeah, but sorry, continue.
But yeah, Reggie Hulum, he directed it. His brother Warrington was one of the producers. They didn't wrote it. It was someone else. Well, actually, the people the guys that wrote Coming to America, both of them, and like they collaborate with Eddie during the SNL days. Forgot their names. 2 white guys. They wrote that. But definitely, yeah, you know that, did you?
I didn't.
Yeah, they writers from SNL, and they used to work with Eddie when he was in SNL, and I forgot their names. But they wrote both Coming to America's. I want to say they helped out on the Nutty Professor too. But they've been collaborating with Eddie with like pretty much like a bunch of films. And like I said, they this one too with Boomerang. But yeah, but this is Reggie Hulum, this was after the House Party success, the first one. So they decided to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. We had all black all-star cast from veterans,
legends,
and from they're legends now, but back then at the time the movie came out,
they was up and coming.
Some of them it was like their first film.
Some of them was kind of already kind of known.
Yeah.
I mean, we already said Eddie, but you know what I'm saying? You talking about Dag, David Allen Greer, you talking Halle Berry, you talking the late great, John Witherspoon, you talking Grace Jones, you talking Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence,
Tisha Campbell, Leah Shaun, and some more late greats. Eartha Kitt, rest in peace. Gregory Holder, rest in peace. Melvin Van Peebles, he had a small part, but he was in that too. Rest in peace. And like I said, John Witherspoon, rest in peace. And also too coordinate. Yep, that
was a saying that came up. Hey y'all, all you Jay-Z fans. First the Fat Boys break up. That came from Boomerang.
Yep.
Chris Rock found out about what happened because old girl spilled the beans in the joint about Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy because his character was a trip because my man had a foot fetish.
Yeah.
Those feet wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Out the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, there was definitely also it was cool about this film
No
too.
soundtrack, by the way.
Yep, I was gonna mention that. But also too, this movie broke ground in a way because this was like one of the first films, black films that you saw where it was like they were showing like upper middle class life, towards African Americans. Like you didn't see nobody that was like struggling. Everybody was living wealthy, had those running businesses. They was the executives of the advertising agencies. They was celebrities. A little bit of everything. None of yeah. Only thing that was like probably like low class was like well, that was her part-time gig. What's it called? Halle Berry, when she had an entry-level job, and she had an entry-level job in the agency, advertising agency, but she also worked part-time as a teacher. That was the only thing, but everything else was
this
like,
is my goldfish, and this is my dog,
yeah, this is my, and this is my, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that boy that was in Parenthood that played he was the boy.
He did a voice on an animated film that came out a few years ago called MFKZ. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know yeah. Can you?
Because Vince Staples did a voice in that. The RZA had his hand in that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know something
MFKZ.
I need. Yeah, something I need to mention. Also, too, I need to conclude this since you're talking about black anime. Well, I'm mentioning it too. It's a black Kid Cudi got a joint coming out on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with him, Jessica Williams, Timothy.
Oliphant?
No, yeah. The dude from
OLYM.
The dude from he was in Don't Look Up, Call Me by Your Name. He was in the young. He's a good actor. Timothy Clement.
From Stranger Things?
No.
Because the guy that played Billy from Stranger Things was in Don't Look Up. So.
No. Okay, never mind. Macaulay Culkin gonna be in it. Who else? Keith David. Like a nice cast too. Ty Dolla $ign. Yeah, that's gonna be intergalactic. So it's
intergalactic planetary.
So music by Kid Cudi, and also Kid Cudi is the producer, and also he's working with King Barris to create a Blackish on this one. But the animation looks so Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse like, but still dope though. Comes out this fall. Yeah, this fall. But but back to the first time, like it was a rare, it broke ground because they showed like African Americans living wealthy, running businesses. And I remember at the time, there was feedback from the critics. They thought that was very unrealistic, and also a fantasy of showing that, like at the time, like that doesn't exist. But jokes on them, because now, years later, after the movie, you've seen it now. People, black folk, running businesses, living wealthy. They thought that you don't see that. Especially too when they was living in New York City, that they probably nobody wasn't doing drugs and nothing like that. They like defined the stereotypes. So that's why. But you mentioned the soundtrack too. The soundtrack, yes, definitely one of the greatest top-selling movie soundtracks of the 90s. I mean, they had some joints. Of course, we know about Boyz II Men, End of the Road, and Tony Braxton, Love Should Have Brought You Home Last Night, and PM Dawn, I Would Die Without You, and Tribe Called Quest, Hot Sex on a Platter. What else I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, the joint with Babyface and Tony Braxton. What was there? There's a couple other joints there. You know, Ellie Reed and Babyface, the Face Records was on that. That was like one of the first. I think the first soundtrack they did. Yeah. So.
Heck yeah. I'll also say for me personally, one of my favorite Eddie Murphy films was Bowfinger.
Bowfinger. Yes.
Bowfinger was a banger.
Yeah, you got me to think now. You want me to change my damn stuff?
That was very dope.
It's so hard. It is so hard.
Yeah, man, Boomerang, I remember watching it a couple of times. Like when I was like in either like elementary or middle school, and then again high school, college years, or maybe like in my 20s. And it's just one of those joints where I watched it again a few years ago, maybe 2015, 2016, something like that, and it still held up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was still funny. It just kind of brought back memories in a sense, and you just tripped to see how young everyone looked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Eddie, he just played this smooth cat, you know, but he still brought the funny with it, you know. And then to help him bring out the funny was Martin Lawrence, David Allen Greer. You get to meet his father, who's played by John Witherspoon. So, you know, it was like it wasn't like one of those joints where it's like super silly. Like it was a, you know, very, you know, well written, stylish film.
Actually, you said, but yeah, the scene with Eddie and Martin and David I agree when they was working out.
It was improv, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't called Reggie Hilton. He was talking about, I think I read that somewhere too. And I think the dinner table and Thanksgiving with John Wilson was improv.
That had to be improv.
And also, yeah, they were talking about how, like, you know, people like they had a good time, but everybody was like couldn't hold it, you know, try to keep it together and try not to break character. Especially the
I can imagine.
especially the scene with I read it when Grace Jones was when she, you know, she saw her panties, took her panties out at the office, and Reggie Hilton was saying that Halle Berry just couldn't stop laughing, and she was like, you know, she was like, the scenes where, like, you know, they did a close up of her, they had to do it at a different time because she couldn't like get it together when it was happening, when Grace Jones was like throwing the panties in the table and stuff like that and showing it. Yeah. So yeah, but also too, you mentioned about Eddie was, you know, being smooth, because that was like a first for Eddie too, because you know, for him, you know, to be a ladies man, a ladies man in the film, you know, romantically, you know, it was rare. You didn't see that at first. Before that, you always see him doing like the action comedies and the slapstick comedies. I mean, you did a little bit in Coming to America. He played, you know, he had the charm as you know, and that was before Boomerang. But this was one where he had to play this, you know, smooth ladies man, womanizing and all that stuff, and you know, yeah. So yeah. But yeah, 30 years. But another film I want to say 30 years too. Or you got anything else? Oh, so another 30 years film. It's a bunch of them, really. We missed it a couple weeks
ago. Three Ninjas.
Okay, yeah, shout them out. Yes, I mean it was a class. It was a childhood class. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it was. Shout out Three Ninjas. But that's not what I was about to say.
I know. I just wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. But
Baby's Kids.
No. that came out in
93.
Yeah, that's next year. Wait, next year. God willing, if we still doing this, and God willing, still here. Yes, you can say that. But yeah. So we had Batman Returns. What else came out?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was a summer film in '92.
Yeah,
It was, yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Class. Oh, it did mention Class Act.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But this another one that it came out around the same time with Boomerang, A League of Their Own.
About to be a TV series.
Yes, on Amazon. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a game changer too, because it was and also too, I mean the story was game changer too, talking about the first all women's baseball league during the time when their husbands and the men was out fighting in the war. They had to do something for the wives for them, so decided to do a baseball league. And the movie itself was great. It was you had Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Madonna, Rosie O'Donnell, directed by the late Penny Marshall, and
That's
she
right.
had her brother Gary Marshall in there too. Bill Pullman from Independence Day. Who else? Yeah,
you don't see him in a lot of stuff like you used to.
Yeah, actually, his son is an actor, and he was on Top Gun Maverick. He played Bob. That's his son.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's his son.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Louis Pullman.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. That's his son. I'm trying to think. It had a lot of people. I'm forgetting some people. Debbie Mascar. I think I said it right. She was in a bunch of stuff. I'm only thing I'm thinking of right now is Batman and Robin. She played Harvey Dent. She was alongside Drew Barrymore. I think like Sugar and Spice or something. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Brunette with the pretty green eyes. She's been in a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think who else was in there. Lori Petty, who played the sister. If you're a fan of Monk, the TV show, his assistant.
I watched it.
Yeah. The assistant, his assistant on the later seasons was the one that was crying.
Oh shit!
Yeah. The Tom Hanks was like, "You crying? You know, crying at baseball.
Crying at baseball."
Yeah. Trying to think who else was in it. It was like Tia Leon from
Wayne's World.
No,
excuse me. I gotta give Tia. That's Tia Carrera.
Yeah.
Tia Leon. Yeah, Bad Boys.
Yeah, Boys.
Some other joints. Yeah.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah.
Actually, she had a small part. She was one of the rival teams, but she was in that too. She ain't had like no speaking role, but she was in that. Trying to think of some other folks in there, but definitely classic film. Funny, heartwarming things in it. It was definitely like I said, it's gonna be a TV show on Amazon, but they switched it up, added more Black folks in it. Shout out to Shantae Adams. She's playing one of the leads, and I think they're gonna do like a lesbian thing.
Not surprised.
Yeah, a lesbian love story on that too. So I'll check it out. I don't know when it's coming out, but yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Shaun. Talk about the movies you saw.
Yeah. So past week or so, I saw three movies that I thought was worth talking about, checking out, trying my best not to spoil them for y'all. First one I'm gonna talk about is it's in theaters now. It's called The Black Phone. The Black Phone stars Ethan Hawke in it. Takes place in 1978. It's a Blumhouse production. It's more suspense than horror type joint. Takes place in 78. It deals with this kid who becomes the latest victim of this supposed person who drives around in this black van. Is supposed to be a magician, and he tries to show the kids a magic trick, and he puts these balloons all in their face. It's supposed to be like a disappearing act, and he covers them with these black balloons, drugs them or whatever, puts them in a trunk, in the van, and then in their basement. The latest kid he did that to was a kid that's in middle school. He was getting bullied a bit, you know. Grew up in a single parent home. Father, he had a father and a sister, youngest sister. And yeah, he's one of the latest victims. Put in his basement. There's this phone that's there. But the phone doesn't work. To the kidnapper, who's Ethan Hawke's character, to his knowledge. But what he doesn't know, what the kid finds out, is that phone works, and it's the spirit of his, of Ethan Hawke's character's previous victims. And they're just helping the kid with this situation and how to get out, because they were explaining to him what they tried to do, but it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that kind of helps is that his sister, his younger sister, kind of had this certain ability at this that was passed on to their mother who passed. She could see stuff in her dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what kind of helped the situation out a bit. What I can say, man, about that joint, it kind of had me on the edge of my seat to see if he was going to get out or not, what he planned to do.
Mm-hmm.
Trey jumped like once or twice in it. But it still kind of sat with me in the sense of, you got people out here like that, and human trafficking is a thing, and you know what I'm saying? You got people out here that are that creepy, that molest kids and stuff like that. You got some creepy mofos out here,
Sick motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just one of those joints that was like, man, that was, it wasn't a waste of my time. It wasn't no because after a while, certain like horror films or whatever can be kind of like predictable. And I think sometimes they're just for like, you find out they're really for kids and they're not really your thing. You know what I mean? Like, they're really for teenagers. And there's times where you could just be like, oh, this is going to happen. That's going to, so you're not that interested. But, Blumhouse, for me, for the past few years, they haven't really missed. Like they had a couple of jokes that was just cool, but there was some other jokes that they came out with recently that I really enjoyed. So if you like suspenseful type joints, like what was the one that they just had a sequel for, that dealt with the blind old man that had the dog or whatever?
Oh, was it Don't Breathe?
Yes, Don't
Okay.
Breathe. If you like Don't Breathe, well, Get Out is a classic, but I guess I could put it up there, but it's not as great as Get Out, but it's along the lines of that as far as like suspenseful. And The one with the one that was part of the M. Night Shyamalan movies with Sam Jackson and Bruce Willis.
Oh, Unbreakable Glass.
The one in between that one. Split.
Split. Yeah.
If you like Split,
Yeah.
and the other two joints that I mentioned, I think you'll like Black Hole.
Mhm.
Second joint, I just saw it yesterday, The Man from Toronto with Woody Harrelson and Kevin Hart. That's on Netflix. That joint is a comedy action joint. Takes place in recent times. It's about Kevin Hart's character who he's a known his character's name is Teddy, and he's like he's a salesman. He works for a gym, but he's trying to come up with his own little ideas of making his own little money. But he's a clumsy person, and he kind of knows how to mess things up to the point where there's a verb. He's a verb, and people are like, "Yo, don't Teddy it." He's one of those type people, and it's his wife's birthday weekend. He's trying to do something nice for this, that, and the third. But along the lines of him trying to get this cabin, he mistakes the numbers. He's in a cat, and he winds up in a cabin where some shady stuff was going down, and people thought he was this hired hitman known as the Man from Toronto. Man from Toronto finds out about Teddy, and he pretty much uses him for his next couple of missions. And in the midst of all that, there's some double crossing that happens. And some craziness that happens in that joint. As we all know, Kevin Hart is a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Woody Harrelson was a badass in this. I can't front. But their chemistry together was dope. Your classic back and forth with the real silly person and a super serious person. And you just see how their relationship kind of grows as the more they get to know each other within the film.
Mm-hmm.
Dope action sequences. There's times where you're like, oh snap, oh wow, or just tripping off of him off of Kevin Hart's character, because like within the midst of all this crazy action sequences going on, he finds a way to say or do something super dumb in it. And the ending of it is good. The stuff that Kevin Hart's character come up with is dumb as hell. But I don't expect nothing else from him. It was just a good, like, I would have actually paid money to see it in theaters. It was a good watch, man. It was something great to watch at the crib. You don't feel like going nowhere. I mean, it was raining something crazy yesterday, so that was a great film to watch. To just stay in the crib while the mother does what it does, or Mother Nature does what it does. That stuff was sounding kind of scary last night. But yeah, it was super good watch. The last joint I want to mention is probably out of all three that I watched was my favorite. It's called Hustle with Adam Sandler, Queen Latifah, and a bunch of people. Let me tell you something. If you're a basketball head, and if you're from Philadelphia, you from the 215, or you've been to Philly a bunch of times and you had a good time in Philly and love it, for example, Breon and Mr. Shaun, you will enjoy this movie. This movie, to me, was Adam Sandler's Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a character that works for the Sixers. He's like a scout or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And
he's going to different countries to find the next, starter to help out the Sixers franchise. You could tell within that organization, there's a bit of an internal beef between him and the owner's son that's played by Ben Foster. The owner's played by the OG legend, Robert Duvall. Well, I haven't seen enough of him in a good damn while. So it was good to see him in it. And Ben Foster's character wanted this one player from this other country, but Adam Sandler's like, nah, you don't want him, yada, 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 yada. They kind of going back and forth. But then Robert Duvall character kind of jumps in, talks to Adam Sandler character, hooks him up with a new little gig, but he still had to finish out finding a player that he needs. He does, and because I think the first player that he tried to find overseas didn't pan out. Even though Ben Foster fought for this guy, was saying great things about him, it didn't work out. And then because of that, goes back out to another country, goes to Spain, I want to say, and sees a guy out there by the name of Bo Cruz. It's played by
yeah, he's the best. He's the best player. Yeah.
And he finds him, he talks to his people, and he tries to bring him out to the Sixers, and you just show that pretty much his journey of trying to get this player into the league. And is interested because you see everything that he goes through from playing street ball, practicing, working on his jogging, working on his stamina, speed, his strength, just everything that he could do. Of course, he got an op in his way that's played by the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards.
I seen that part. I saw that scene.
And
felt like
he
real
actually
life.
plays a good villain. He's a whole asshole to Bo Cruz. And man, I just really enjoyed this joint because for one, I'm one of those people, I see how, what I'm saying, football is being played just about all year, because you got the NFL not long after the NFL's over with, they got the USFL going on. And I know with basketball is NBA, like towards the tail end of the NBA, it's WNBA, and they just started the summer league with the rookies in the NBA. But this was just one of those joints like, man, if you miss basketball, you know what I'm saying, boom, this would be a good watch for you. Like I said, this was not only was this his Rocky, I think this is also Adam Sandler's love letter to the city of Philadelphia. Because in the music, he plays some Philly classics. You know what I'm saying? He's playing Meek Mill, he's playing Beans, he's playing some Say Property, he's playing Freeway, he's playing Eve, he's playing Joints.
No Will Smith? What? Not getting jiggy with it?
No Will Smith.
No Brandon Funk?
No, none of that.
Forget it.
No Will Smith.
Boo.
No low Uzi Vert, thank God.
No,
some Roots was played in there.
I was gonna say, play some Roots.
Some Roots was played in that joint. You know what I'm saying? But no 3 times dope though, because I think they're from Philly.
Yeah. No Schoolie D. Yeah.
No Schoolie D.
No,
but you know, he did his best. He did his
cool,
best with the music.
No Cool C.
Wow.
You from Philly too?
You know, it's kind of fresh, but it would have been dope if he added some Coast Contra on that joint. What you know about Coast Contra?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They be rocking it though. They be killing it.
Yeah, right.
Today I want to be a hustler, but my homie got popped. Today, yeah. They all nice with it though. They all nice.
Salute to the homie Rod for putting me on to them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that album not bad either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The albums is not as good. The freestyles is crazy. My man, the Afro-Colombian nigga, he be going off. I want him and what's my man? D Smoke to do a project. I mean, to do a song together. I think that'd be ill. But yeah,
Bahamadia.
No Bahamadia, but Bahamadia
is nice.
You know, had one of the smoothest voices in rap ever.
Yeah, she did.
One of the smoothest.
Yeah, she did.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me right now, it's straight of truth. He be on he be on some street stuff, but he be sounding mad smooth with it. But I mean,
they was on Tonight Show. Coast.
Yes, they were. I meant to watch. I couldn't believe. I was like, what? Yes. I was like, that's dope. That's the second time he done did that. Remember, it was a big deal when he put Tyler the Creator on it.
Yeah.
Future. I remember that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a big deal. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to the old joint. With Hustle. Like I said, the music for the most part was on point. I'll say, man, the cameos in this joint was crazy. I can't name everybody, but I mean, you had legends in it, like, you know, Kenny the Jet Smith had a legit role in this. Like I said, Dr. J. Gotta have Dr. We're talking Philly basketball. Gotta have him. Of course, AI was in this. You know what I'm saying? You know, Shaq and Adam Sandler boys.
Yeah.
You know, Barkley's in it. You know what I mean? A lot of current players, Sixers players, Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, Maxey. You know, I don't recall seeing a big fella Embiid in it like that.
Well, Seth Curry is now with Brooklyn, but I mean, he might be.
He's not with Brooklyn.
It's a potential that he might be a Laker, but I'm gonna talk about that later.
Who else is it? Bunch Ice Tray is in it. And a few other guys. And then there are some street ballers in this.
The word.
Some I didn't peep until they showed them on the credits. But one that you do see definitely is the Professor. He is in this, and super shout out to the Professor, because what he's doing on his YouTube channel is dope.
And also shout out to they did a 30 for 30
for the And1 joint. I recorded it.
Shout out to Baltimore's own Chris Robinson, music video director of ATL.
He directed that?
Yeah, he directed that.
Salute.
Jadakiss, he did the narration.
Yes.
So yeah,
man. They have some street ballers in that joint. But salute to the Professor, because he's one of those dudes. He's a Christian, and he's one of those dudes where, you know, a lot of pastors kind of say this in their messages where, if God bless you with that, with the talent, you use that talent to spread His message. And that's what the
Yeah, I thought I heard something. Yeah, you good?
Are you good? Because you snatched the headphones off real fast. I thought some shit happened.
No.
I thought some shit was going down. I was like, oh, did he grab his bat? Some shit about the hell? I was watching an anime last night and the nigga said, fetch me my bat. And I was like, Brandon? All right, well, all right, cool. I thought, yo, you should have seen yourself, yo. I thought this shit really went down. You dashed them shit fast as you was like, joints with my mama, nigga. I thought some shit really went down. I thought I had to spin the block right quick.
I would have told you like, oh, nigga. Quest fail. Who's in town too? Play trigger long.
I would show up 90 degrees with a ski mask on, like, what, nigga?
I need that Alameda arsonist. I need the Alameda arsonist here.
That's it. That's our episode. Fuck this shit.
You remember that? Who started that? Was that you or Twin?
I actually wrote that a while back in high school.
Okay.
When I used to write raw like that.
No,
that was one of my many aliases.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, you try and be like Wu-Tang, have all these fucking aliases and nicknames and shit. And I was feeling myself. My pen game was strong back then, so I'm saying, you know, I have all these different aliases with my name. Oh, shit. Good shit. Oh man. But yeah, back to the movie. Man, it's just one of those joints where, like, me personally, I was yelling at the TV of all the different people I'm seeing. Like, oh, it's so-and-so, it's so-and-so, it's so-and-so. When he's playing the game, I'm yelling at the TV. Relax yourself, calm down, it's all right. Do this, do that. Like, it legit had me in the zone watching that joint, man. So I mean, to me, it's up there with you know, to me, Sunset Park was a dope basketball film.
It was.
Glory Road.
Oh, no, that's 95.
Yeah. Glory Road was a good one. You know, Above the Rim. Come on now.
Yeah, that's the one that people don't really talk about that much. The only time they only talk about it is well, they're doing it now on social media. They dropped the meme when, like, especially too on NBA, when like a fight or something or someone lose a game.
Oh, what's that? Get the gun? What
Yeah. They do that. But that's a very another underrated one is well, people don't really talk about this either. Hoop Dreams, even though it was a documentary, but that was good. That was a good one. And yeah.
What about the one with Anthony Mackie and Hot Sauce?
Huh?
The one with Anthony Mackie and Hot Sauce. Remember that one?
What was that?
It came out in like the early 2000s. And it had Lil JJ in it, I think, too. What was that joint?
And what was Anthony Mac? What they was?
They were Street Ballers.
Oh yeah. Oh, they talking about Wayne Brady.
Was it called Street Ball?
No, Crossover. It was like
Crossover.
Yeah, Wayne Brady was in it. Yeah, Wayne Brady was in it. He was the agent, the manager, whatever.
Yeah.
They had what's his name? Dude from Road Bounce. Sweetness. He was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, crossover. Yeah. I ain't see that movie. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie.
I think I've rented it.
Yeah, yeah, crossover. That was the name of it. Yeah, I ain't hear much about that one. But yeah, I haven't. But I gotta check out. I definitely wanted to check out Black Phone, and
yeah.
I wanted. Yeah, I haven't seen. It's crazy. Like I just binge watched the whole. I watched the whole Stranger Things by 4, but there's so much other stuff on Netflix I need to catch up on, and that's one of them. Hustle. I need to check that out. But
which one?
Hustle.
Yeah.
I do want to see that. And I'm actually proud of Adam Sandler now, because like he should have did this a long time ago. You know, now people are taking him seriously now in the acting sense, Uncut Gems and all that stuff. But he was serious when he did Punch Drunk Love,
yes.
and Rain Over Me with him and Don Cheadle, and
Spanglish.
Spanglish, yep, that too. So like, you know what I'm saying? And also too, people forget, I don't know if people like pay it in mind, but yeah, especially in his like silly films, like it was some parts where he did show some dramatic, chops. So it was like Big Daddy and what was it, Grown Ups and all that stuff. But it was like, and the Youngest Yard. But it's like, they just, that's what trips me out about, like, when they see comedians. I mean, comedians can do it. It trips me. I always like support comedians when they try to, do dramatic stuff. And then people are like, I can't see him doing that. Like they say the same thing. I mean, they say the same thing when Jamie Foxx, this is before he played Ray. And I mean, when he played Ray, when they couldn't see it until they saw the previews, and like, oh snap, they might got something. And then same thing when Will played Muhammad Ali and all that. And even when Eddie Murphy was in Dreamgirls, that was more dramatic piece than funny. But same thing with Marlon Wayne. It's like, they didn't people think, like he could pull it off when he was in Respect, and also the guest appearance on Bel-Air.
He did to me, I thought he did an eye for real in Bel-Air.
Yeah, he did good, but people forget that, like Requiem for a Dream, that was a dramatic piece, and he was good in that. And like he was also, like I said, it was like some silly, like the silly films he was in, and they, with some dramatic pieces, like especially The Sixth Man. He did his thing on that. So it was like, So I always I never doubt when comedians trying to, go that dramatic route, because they're actors. I mean, they really are. Yeah, they do some, but they perform just like their stand-up. They can, they do stuff that's silly. They do stuff that's like really serious on the stand-up. They can play both. It's like improv for them. And like you're saying, it's just like same thing when Will Ferrell was getting into the dramatic pieces, and people didn't take him seriously. I didn't, he did a good job in Stranger Than Fiction, and what was the other joints? Yeah. So I never doubt, comedians on that part when they do that. But I definitely need to check it out. But moving on, man. Since I mentioned about it, I'm gonna go ahead and Shaun, he hasn't seen the show, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk about it. I just mentioned it. Stranger
Only
Things.
watched the first episode. Of season 4 of Stranger Things. That's as far as I got to it, because Trey want to watch all of the seasons and then get to all the previous seasons and then get to 4. And so far, she's on season 3 right now. So We're gonna watch it real soon. I was fine with just doing the recap for real.
I mean, yeah,
then,
I'm just gonna.
and then like, no. I'm just saying when I'm about to watch it, I'm gonna just do the I'm gonna watch the recaps of the previous seasons, and then I'm gonna watch season 4 in its entirety, and then maybe somewhere in the near future, I'll probably binge the whole show. Because right now I'm in the middle of binging Game of Thrones. I'm in season 2 right now. I'm kind of slow with it, but I'm in season 2 right now, though. But Stranger Things is on my list along with Ozark. And I'm way behind on Umbrella Academy, so I'm gonna try to get back on that too. I know they just started season 3 of that.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, Stranger Things 4, man. I'm just gonna do non-spoiler, but it's like, yeah, it's I watched both volume 1 and volume 2. Them joints are movies. That's how long they are. But definitely it was good. I like they're doing a good job because the next season 5 is the last season.
Oh, okay. So it's one more, okay.
Yeah, so it's like they're doing a great job on like putting it to an end. But I will say they're doing a good job on explaining more about Elle, how she, her origin story. A little bit, a lot more than they talked about in the first season. The first 2 seasons, yeah. But yeah, it's still, it all comes together. And so everybody's acting. Everybody's acting in this piece, man. Like even our boy Caleb, man, he did his thing in volume 2. But everybody, of course, Millie Bobby Brown, she'd be doing her thing, and especially too, I like how like they always, hopefully, well, these past couple of seasons they, branched them all out and they had their own adventures, and then like towards the end, almost to the end of the episode, they all, meet again and they fight, together like that. So they did it for the past 2 seasons, but it's kind of like this time around. This time, somewhat, they did like that. But it's like definitely, hopefully the next season, the last season, they not going anywhere. Everybody's fighting it together. So see how that goes. But yeah, it's definitely, it was good. A lot of retro nostalgia on the 80s tip.
Of course.
I like how also too they do like the characters, like their style and their dress and their look. They, it's an homage. They pay homage to a movie character like Nancy, Mike's sister. She's definitely paying homage to Naomi Ryder's character in Heathers. Let me see, and then I'm trying to figure out who Steve is, but I know Dustin is from the Goonies. I think they let me see, they have a couple of characters on there they pay homage to, the Breakfast Club and things of that nature. So yeah, so it's interesting to see. But yeah. But I'm just gonna, that's all I gotta say about that. But definitely if they're long, they're like, I know the movie usually be like an hour, it'd be like, it was like over an hour. Like especially the very last episode of the season is like 2 hours and
I can see that.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch to another show. I'm gonna go to another streaming network, and that is Disney Plus. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk about these 2 shows they holding on. So you got Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was cool. I ain't gonna lie, it could have been a little bit better, but it's like I like how they had a few couple questions, but it was like on one character, but like they did a good job on the story between Obi-Wan and Anakin, Darth Vader. You know, putting that, you know, it definitely like did a good job on the story from what happened in after the prequels, and then it's a good middle piece to, you know, to those that watched the original trilogy as they got, you know, older. So that was cool. Um Also a good job on a certain on the cat yeah, certain some characters of them younger, so that was good too. um but yeah, it's and also some new characters you get to know, that was cool as well. As for Miss Marvel, I must say I'm liking it. I mean, even though I'm not more familiar with the comic like that, but it's like I know some people are upset because the way they change her powers around and things of that nature.
I kind of heard that.
Yeah, so um I think this latest episode 4, was like the best one. The first one wasn't bad either. The first one was good. I like the way, like I said, they just the way they, telling the story. It was very entertaining. Very. It reminds you, it had the same feels that you was Spider-Man: Homecoming. You know, coming of age, teenage, stuff. Also dealing with the superhero. But yeah, but I like how they, the way they were shot, the way they did the special effects and the graphics. That was really cool, especially with the text messaging that was well put together. And they, yeah, so the music too, and they definitely, I like how they, the culture of, the Indian culture, the Muslim culture. They definitely do a good job on exploring that, the different aspects of it, showcasing the lifestyles and stuff like that. So it was very interesting. So that's all I gotta say with those two. I mean, yeah, but it's like I said, the last um Captain Marvel episode 4, Miss Marvel episode 4 was the best one, and I think these last two ones is gonna be good ones. Same thing with Obi-Wan Kenobi. The third episode was the best one, and I want to say the fifth episode. I think the sixth one could have been a little bit better, but like I said, they did a good job on the story with Anakin and Obi-Wan, that conflict. So yeah, but that's all I have to say about those shows. So
That's what's up. How many episodes is Obi-Wan? 6, right?
mm-hmm. Same thing gonna be with Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel's gonna be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get on those soon. I've been behind on my Star Wars ish. I ain't gonna front. I think next year that might be my new binge watching goal, because I love how on Disney Plus, I think I've mentioned this before, how they actually have them set up in the timeline of when everything starts up. And I thought about watching it like that, between the movies and the shows. So I thought about doing that maybe next year. Because when I talk to certain people that are like Star Wars fans, they really break stuff down. Like they've watched all the movies, all the shows, they've read the books, played the games. Like they know that shit inside and out. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, definitely looking forward, because I can honestly say that Obi-Wan Kenobi is like one of my favorite characters within that franchise. And as far as Miss Marvel goes, I've been meaning to read some Miss Marvel stuff ever since I heard about her, and before, you know what I'm saying, the show, as I was with Moon Knight. But it's never too late, you know what I'm saying. So definitely gonna they're definitely on the list to check out. It's just finding time because there's so much damn TV out here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Only Murders in the Building new season. I got the first season was dope with Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yeah, my mom's was watching that. She liked that.
Yeah, and new season started last week, so I gotta watch that too.
Mm-hmm.
So that was dope. But
real quick before we move on to the next thing, I know you ain't watch it, but I watched them. Shout out to all the winners of the BET Awards last Sunday. Had some good performances on that joint. And Diddy won the Lifetime Achievement Award. That performance was kind of dope. Even though some people was making fun of Lil Kim.
Yeah.
You know, but it started off with Jodeci doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mary came out, you know, of course. Jada,
yeah.
You feel, even Shine came out. Yeah, did his
yeah.
thing.
People talking about him like, yo, you left your offices to do this? Like,
he had a dope, Diddy had a dope little speech.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it was a cool award show. I need to get to know more about the young lady Doechii, the new TDE artist.
Yeah.
And she's a XXL freshman. I meant to do my little research on the XXL freshman this year, but I'm not that familiar with a lot of them, so I ain't really speak on them. But shout out to those people that made the XXL freshman list. I know off the top, Nardo Wick was one of them, which I wasn't surprised because I was hearing his name a lot. And like I said, Doechii and Saucy Santana was another name I've heard of before that made the list. And everybody else I gotta look. Maybe next pod I'll probably come back with that. But yeah, again, shout out to I can't think of all the winners off top of the BT. I know one of them was Lotto, and she won her first award, and her speech was dope, and her performance was dope. The fact that she brought out YDB, and he was doing his father's, you know what I'm saying, part from Fantasy was dope. I thought that was a great callback. And then she brought out the legend Mariah, who has a new Funko Pop coming out from how she looked back in the 90s. And next week, next time we pod, I might have more info on the San Diego Funko Pops coming out. Because I've seen a few. But yeah, Tim's won an award. I was happy for that. Jasmine Sullivan won an award. Everyone else I can't think of off top. And yeah, y'all leave Giveon alone. Okay.
I don't know who was worse, him or
Ray J was worse.
Yeah.
Ray J was a lot worse.
Then got enough to blame the baby. Sorry, I was carrying my son. You saw Kevin on stage.
The baby, little baby, Tommy, Chucky, Philadelphia, the Velvets to their board.
Sorry, y'all, my voice, I was holding my son. No, nigga. And Brandy, that I don't care what specialty you made for him. The nigga was trash. He been trash with his singing, okay? We loved you. It was always you, Brandy. It was always you. speaking of Brandy, that was dope that Jack Holler brought her out.
Skills kind of like predicted that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he mentioned that. He mentioned it when the remix, and he said, "Yeah, they're gonna make amends, and then they're gonna perform together."
Because it wasn't that deep, honestly. He didn't know, and now you got bars for the. He's a kid. Chill out.
Yeah,
he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? On the subject of music, sorry if I'm steering you wrong, but because I had a feeling you was kind of going through another route and now kind of talked about music. Sorry, but this will be quick for us.
No, actually.
Oh, you was going to do? All right. Well, all right. Cool. So, well, I'm kind of talking about music, black music, or whatever you want to call it. Let's talk about a black white boy that is in. He calls himself that. He does. A couple weeks ago, Gaithersburg, Maryland's own Logic put out his final album from Def Jam called Vinyl Days. How we feel about it?
It's dope. Yeah, I was confused as hell at first because I was like, I saw the singles and I was like, he's putting out another album. And I was like, okay. Then when
you know these niggas never really retired.
But he do mention about it. Yeah, I saw that fly. That fly was made an appearance. Like, what's up, bro?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, but no, he mentioned it on
that fly will not BP me, okay? He will not do me like the vice president. We ain't got time for that shit.
Don't worry, you're not full of shit, so you good. Yeah. But anyway, but he did explain the situation in a few songs, especially the few songs on the album. He talked about how he fed up with Def Jam, and and he also mentioned about now he signed with this new independent label,
EMG.
Yeah. So I don't know, and also that's what I kind of if you think about it, that's also I think about too when rappers wanted to like retire, like they just did because they was just frustrated, like they get signed to a major label, they don't like how the the politics of it and all that stuff, and they like what, damn, I wish I was indie again. And if you look at it now, most of the rappers that was hot back then, they mostly on an independent set, like Method Man and a bunch of people, really. And it's crazy too now. Like most of the independent labels, they are getting that help from I wouldn't say help. I would say they are more like well established now compared to how it was a couple of years ago, thanks to social media and things like that. But they kind of like also still making a profit from if they work with if they collaborate with say like YouTube or like a Spotify or Apple Music to drop their stuff. But there's still some politics with that. But still, yeah,
Yeah, I remember a while back, Joe Button was trying to debate on whether if you could consider Chance the Rapper an indie artist. He was like, he's kind of pop in a sense. Well, not pop, I would say, but I think he's more mainstream. He's not really indie. Or whatever.
Yeah, but he still got it. I want to say, I don't know, like especially on the coloring book, and I think he still got like an indie feel to it. Like he's still like, it's not. I don't know if he's in a. I'm about to check right now. I was gonna say I don't think he's on a major label.
I don't think so neither.
But
because I would say because the coloring book was a mixtape and that won a Grammy for best rap album, which to me spoke volumes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a whole ass mixed, and it goes to show you that we don't know what you can't really classify what these artists put out now.
Mm.
You can't say if it's an album, mixtape.
Yeah,
You could say an EP because it's like the EPs is like less than 10 tracks or something like that.
Yeah, her said it best when she won too. She was like, this is an EP, but she won for the album, but still. Yeah. But yeah, actually Chance is not on a I don't think he's on a label. I think he's still independent.
He's still indie, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said something a while back, like he wouldn't go major.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just the fact that as long as you got a strong team, and you also, you know what I'm saying, keeping paying attention to what's going on and how music is being digested and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? You're good to go.
Yeah, right.
You know, and you're going to be successful. And especially if you're, you know, you're making your rounds to try to you know, network and create a lane for yourself. I think that's pretty dope too. Because you see, you know, what he's doing. Heck, I always use Rock Marciano as a good example of somebody that was in the game for a while, lay low for a minute, then he came back, and look at what he did. Like, he's kind of like the godfather of that type of sound, because if it wasn't for him and Alchemist and Muggs, you wouldn't have the Griseldas, the 38 Specials, and the Trust Gangs. Like I said, Muggs made a comeback off of this type of sound. Planet Asia started linking up with Trust Gang. You got Crime Apple, El Camino, you know, a bunch of dudes that have that same type of like dark lo-fi kind of no drums, sometimes with drums kind of sound. You know what I mean? So him, what Sean P did, what Stone's Throw did, the shit. I mean, Rock Nation is practically an indie joint, but it moves like a major.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that what's our joint linked up with Rock Nation, Jamla linked up with Rock Nation. You know, so you know, yeah. And plus the indie joint is you kind of know your worth more when you're working indie. And indie, it is a bit hard because it's like you're kind of in business for yourself. You're kind of investing in yourself. You're everything until someone comes along and kind of, you know, helps you out in that sense. And you're on and you're linking with like maybe a indie, if you're an artist, you know, an indie label, and they kind of learn from that to have your own label. And I've seen it where certain artists, they were on a major at first. Deal may not, like you said, it ain't go as well. Whatever, they try to do what they can to get off their
they didn't
off that label,
their contract.
and they try to do their own thing. And sometimes it's not that simple. Like I remember years ago with Twister situation. He was on Atlantic for the longest. Couldn't get out of his deal. Dame Dash came in there, got him out his deal. Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? So
and then like you said, that contract, and also too, the situation too of owning your masters.
Yes, that's key. Again, I'm gonna cut you off, but it's like De La, Anita Baker, you know, Taylor Swift, Ashanti, all these people.
Logic mentioned that, and he mentioned that too. Like he wanted his own masters. So
and then
hell, Prince
with BMG, he owns his own masters. Prince was like one of the first ever, and they looked at him crazy when he did it back in the 90s.
Yeah, and everybody thought he was crazy. And I'm
gonna also add, I'm gonna add my man, the group, Atmosphere.
Know
what I'm saying? Rhyme Sayers.
Yeah,
they was one of the first with that, you know, with an indie joint. You know what I mean? And look where they're at now. They got their own festival and everything down there in Minnesota.
Yeah, they need to do a documentary on the whole rise and fall of Ruckus.
That'd be so fire. I mean, hell, the one of Stone's Throw was amazing.
Yeah.
The one of Stone's Throw was amazing, and the one about Hobson's label was interesting.
But yeah, but Ruckus, that was like, yeah, there's so much.
They came out of nowhere, dog.
Yeah, but the
it was real organic how they, because it was like when the Lyricist Lounge album came out, didn't expect that to take off the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Down Bowman 2 comes through, do its thing. Then, like you said, the Black Star joint, Black on Both Sides, Reflection Eternal, quality album.
And they kind of was mentioned on the 30 for 30 Street Ball because they broke with N1 on the mixtape.
Yeah, they did that Cool G rap joint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they actually all of them, most Def song, they 199 with Common and Sadat.
Matter of fact, the joint with Yasin Bey, Pharaoh, and Nate Dogg, that joint was number one on the Billboard.
Yeah, it was.
At one point in time, like they was really doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't nobody really checking for Ruckus like that.
Mm-mm.
Because you're still in the time of Rockefeller, Bad Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think No Limit was still out here. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Right before that, this is right before that bullshit ringtone era.
Yeah, right. Those were the days.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm gonna come out and say it. It's a classic to me. I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, the Kendrick, I'll say is I'll say it's a classic, but the Kendrick was just so heavy.
Yeah, that's what's like people saying like that's like the least, like people saying it's like their least favorite because people are like they can't handle the emotional heaviness that was like in that piece. And Tyler Creator, he said it best. He was interviewed for I think Comfort, and he mentioned how like he loved that album and how honest it is, and he was talking about how like he can understand how people are like they're not they like it, but it's just a lot for them, like the substance about it, the emotional substance about it is just so much for them that they honestly can't say like, yo, I gotta listen to this they can't like listen to it on a daily basis, or they need to listen to this. So like but
yeah, but it's one of those joints where it's like he's being honest with the people and he's telling them about his life, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at what Kendrick did, because the more I listened to it, the more I understood it. And he do have some songs on there that's not as heavy and it's not about his life like that. You feel me? But I think it's because he also kind of said it in a sense where it's like it hits so heavy with people that it's like they can't even stomach it. They really can't because it's so, like you said, it's so honest. It's like Whereas with this Logic, it's just a simple formula of dope beats and dope rhymes. And the fact that he got some Dilla joints, he got Funk Flex yelling through those shit. He got a joint where he's showing love to Lord Quaz, Madlib. He introduces a young lady from Nigeria who was dope on this track. He got his boys on there. They doing their thing on there. The joint with him and Royce is crazy. The joint with him and Wiz is cool.
I thought the interludes was like, I don't know.
They didn't bother me at all. I think they added more of a feel, because I remember listening to joints back in the day where they left crazy messages, for the interludes and shit like that. Like Michael Rappaport was funny to me on that. Gorilla Nims. Don't ever disrespect me looking like a reverse Oreo. You heard? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's dope. Bing bong. That's my man's. Shout out to Gorilla Nims. I thought he was dope. Breon is Tony Revolori. Ready for this movie night? Hocus pocus, bitch. You know, he was weird. What else? He even talks about how Paul Dano gave him some tough criticism. Paul Dano, aka the Riddler, in this new Batman film. I thought that was ill that he spoke about that. Him, like you said, him talking about his journey within the music biz and how it's been an emotional roller coaster for him, you know, speaking his truth about it. And just about unhappy he was and why he said he retired and stuff like that. Like, I mean, he's being honest, but he's also, you know, he's giving you that side, but he's also showing you like, yo, don't sleep on me. Say what you want about me, but I'm still one of the illest motherfuckers out here. I still can rap my ass off compared to a lot of these other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So, I mean, man. Oh, even the game snapped on that.
Yeah. Still name dropping.
Let's touch the mic off of LL's arm and sprinkle cannabis with it. Sit with the body for hours to smoke cannabis with it. Come on, man. Yeah, this is one of them ones for me, man. This is one of them ones. And it just shows you, man, if a skinny, nerdy white kid from Gaithersburg, Maryland got bars, then you better step yours up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, you just want to listen to something that's just, you know, if you enjoy the rapidy rap, you're gonna love this. Trust and believe. We will not steer you wrong when it comes to this hip hop. Check out this Logic Vinyl Days. Salute to Logic. Salute to his camp. Much success to you with your new venture at BMG. And hope we put out some new books, man. I wanted to check out Supermarket, but yeah, I want to, you know, want to see what else he got going on, you know, and him and his. And I didn't even know homie was divorced and remarried. I didn't even know all that.
Yeah.
And the interview he did with on Roy and Maul was good too. After y'all listen to that album, check out the Roy and Maul interview that Logic did. Word up.
Yeah. But moving on. I'm gonna tell Shaun to holler at the legendary Avery Johnson.
Before we do that, hey Russia, cut the bullshit, man. Come on, man.
Free Brittany Griner.
Cut it out, man.
Yes. It's crazy. Over some cannabis. Over some oil. Cannabis oil. Crazy. She don't need it. Crazy. Yeah. Very free Brittany Griner. Definitely.
Excuse me. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Avery Johnson. You know, special shout out to the Golden State Warriors on winning championship. Steph Curry, you deserved the MVP. Oh, shit. Phone down. Phone down. That's what you get when your hands is too close to the damn thing. But yes, congrats to them. That was just me now. Congrats to them, to the Warriors, winning another championship. Salute to Steph Curry for winning Finals MVP finally. And salute to the fellas that you know are in the draft, that made it to the draft. Much success to y'all, young fellas. And now we're getting down to another exciting part of uh, the NBA, the off season, free agency, trades. Who's going where? Who's signing what? Who's who's staying? You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about some of the bigger situations, the ones that are like ones that everyone's is talking about. We got a Twin Tower situation over in Minnesota, B.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert got traded from Utah to Minnesota, or like how Biden said, Minnesota. Yeah, Pat Bev is Utah is in this.
He's in Utah, yeah.
Let me see. We'll see how it goes. That's gonna be interesting. People calling them the next Boogie and AD, or the next Duncan and Admiral, but we'll see about that. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna say all that. So definitely see how that goes. I'm not even going to go over that, but let's talk about these rumors that find me every day.
On these rumors, out of me every day. I just need some time to get away. Look at all these rumors, can't take it no more. Kyrie to the Lakers, Kevin Durant up in Portland. I don't know, Maine.
Yep, just like what he said. And, Lakers trying to get their monsters. So
Stop it.
Hey, Golden State did it. But I know, right? Like I say that, but anyway, but yeah, but I don't know about it's just first it was like, yeah, KD wants to go with Kyrie go. And there's rumors about KD and Kyrie going to the Lakers. And if that happens, there's a rumor say if that happens.
The rumored situation is Lakers will receive Kyrie, Joe Harris, or Seth Curry. And Brooklyn will receive Russell, Taylor Horton Tucker, or Kendrick Nunn in draft capital.
Now Kendrick Nunn, that was, oh my goodness, that man was injured, but he was chilling throughout the whole damn season. He ain't played no game. Crazy. But yeah, hey, I'll say this though. Russell ain't gonna go back to the East Coast.
Why is that?
No, I think he's gonna wait. Like when he get traded, he's gonna get waived. He wants to be waived. He wants to stay home. That was really the reason why he went to the Lakers, because he's a very family oriented, and that's where his home at. That's where home is, in LA. And you know what I'm saying? And it just didn't work. And I ain't gonna lie, he did piss me off in the season. Like, bruh, like, how you gonna be in denial about it and all that stuff? And I don't know, just his attitude too, and like post-game interviews on the phone, like, bruh, come on, man. You're a veteran now. Like, you gotta stop acting like you're a rookie. Or 2 year, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you 14 years in the league, right? 15 now, but like, and also too, if I was like Westbrook, like, yo, I'm playing with LeBron, I gotta step my game up. So I don't know what was going on. And
if you know what this franchise is about, you know who over there. Come on, yo.
Yeah, don't be saying, and yeah, it's just a game, but still, I mean, Lakers fans, they don't want to hear that. After that, they was pissed off when he was, he had that attitude, like, you don't want to win, don't want to, can't handle the big city like that. Small cities, like, yeah, like Washington. Well, Washington is a big, but still, but as far as like,
it's a big city. Houston is a big city.
but I'm saying, but it's like, they're not compared to New York or
New York,
LA. Yeah, but I'm saying, but
Miami.
like, you can still consider that a small city if you want to, even though it's at the nation's capital. But he did well there, and he did well in
Went to the
OKC.
playoffs with him.
Yeah,
Him and Bradley.
same thing with Houston. So it's like everybody thinks that he's better off playing at a small city.
Small market.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think if they trade, if he's part of the trade, he ain't gonna go to Brooklyn. He's gonna like say like, yeah, I'm gonna
try to go someplace else.
No, wait it all. He probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he retires.
Wow.
Seriously, I'm just saying. It's like nobody don't want him. Really, like nobody in the league doesn't want him.
Damn.
Except for maybe Jordan, if he goes to Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Because there was a rumor that Jordan wanted Westbrook to come to play for Charlotte.
He's a Jordan player.
Yeah, and
he's endorsed by him.
Yeah, and so and him and Jordan got a close relationship. That's like the only thing. But everywhere else, nobody don't want to take that, especially that 47 million. Crazy. So it's like, so we'll see. But as far as the whole Kyrie going to LA, we'll see. We'll see.
The whole thing with that, the question is, I mean, no one is questioning his talent.
No,
but we're questioning the person.
Yeah.
Do I want to deal with the headache that is Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
And it's like, have you really matured?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know, a while back he was saying how he wished he did things differently with LeBron and all that, and that's cool. And maybe he might, accept the trade to be like, okay, well, I said I wish I could do things differently. Let's try it this time. From what I've learned so far, being at Boston and Brooklyn, but I don't know, man. I just feel like with the Lakers again, I just say stick with what you have for now. If I'm the Lakers, I will stick with what I have now and see what I can do, because it's going to be a while for me to get to get the money up, free agency or whatever have you. You know what I mean? Because I honestly feel like when it's all said and done and LeBron leaving all that, they're going to be rebuilding.
Yeah.
Not unless you keep AD and AD stays healthy enough so when LeBron leaves, it's his team or they bring somebody in to help out AD.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like there was a rumor that if they were trying to get KD and Kyrie, they were going to like in exchange for KD and Kyrie, they're going to do AD and Russell. That was a rumor. But I think everybody was tired because he's always injured. But it's like, yeah, but
he just got to get in that gym more. Like I said, with AD, he just got to get in that gym more, get stronger, drink some milk, some muscle milk, something to help.
And like I said,
the injuries.
He needs the vibranium, the Wolverine serum,
the vibranium, the adamantium,
the
Captain Soldier serum,
something,
all that. You know what I'm saying? A flubber, all that to get better. You know what I mean? Because we need him. You know what I'm saying? LeBron needs him.
Kevin Garnett.
He's 37.
Yeah.
He's 37.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett. He on his show on Showtime, he addressed it like, yeah, he was how disappointed he was with AD and how he encouraged him like, yo, you need to get in there, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like he's key.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be the next Magic and Kareem if you're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you're still young. You're only 30, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the only key thing with that situation, and I hope things work out. I know KD wants to be traded or whatever. Which goes to show you that people wasn't happy. Him, Harden, and Kyrie wasn't happy, I guess, with that situation. It didn't work. For whatever reason, it just didn't work. And KD's on the hunt for someplace else. And he's an he's an asset no matter where he goes. I know he said he wants to go to Phoenix. So my question to you is, who do you think they will give up?
I don't know, because it was rumored they was gonna like trade Booker, but Booker signed that max deal.
It was a super max, wasn't it?
Yeah, these players be pissing me off. Even I'm like it. It pissed me. Yo, these contracts, man. It made me realize, like, yo, I should have stick the ball in when I was in high school, or I wish I was related to one of these dudes, man. Like, yo, cuz I need help. Sorry, but no, not really. But for real.
Is that your one wish? One wish, one wish, one wish.
Till my baby's born. Till my baby's born.
One wish.
Till my baby's born.
One wish, one wish,
one
wish. One wish, one wish, one
I know.
wish.
Yeah. And he over there.
One wish, one wish, one wish.
Left out with the baby.
One wish, one wish, one
Yo,
wish.
it was fun with Mario. Shout out to Mario, man. For
I gotta watch that one some more. But I heard Omarion was trash. I heard Jeremiah was trash. I heard it was just voice crack city.
Yeah, Sammy wasn't. Sammy was.
No, Sammy did his thing. The thing with Sammy was you just didn't know that was fucking Sammy.
Yeah, that's for real.
You ain't see Sammy in forever, and you see this nigga with these locks,
his
beard. You're like, who the fuck? And then my man was like, I can sing your song better than you, and did it.
Yeah. It also.
Damn.
It also.
This nigga gonna come out and pet Bobby Valentino in the hand. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
and it
that
was funny because I don't know if you saw that part, but Bobby V started off with Blackberry Molasses. Somebody was like, I ain't know that shit. Yeah, Lil Tim was like, I don't know that shit. I think Pleasure Peace did the same thing. I was like, now y'all niggas is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's disrespectful right there. That was a joint back in the day.
Yeah.
Blackberry
Molasses. Lady.
Yeah. And also, come and take a walk with me. Slow down.
That's the joint.
Yeah.
I saw you walking. What was your version?
Right on your neck. Oh yeah.
What was your version?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it Green Mountain or something? I saw you walking
down on Green Mountain. No, I don't know what I said. That was hilarious. And what was that one? The joint with Lil Wayne. Show me. Yeah.
Those jeans. Yeah, he played that actually. That was the joint.
Yeah. But it was funny when Mario was like, when Omarion was like, yeah, you didn't want to go, you didn't want to do the second millennial tour. He said, I want to be in that regular shit. Like Mario said that. I was like, damn.
And now the B2K niggas got beef with Omarion.
Actually, that was crazy. Jake Boog just put it out there like, look, Omarion really can't sing. And the guy from Troop, out of all people, he did the vocals of Omarion's vocals.
Who that was. That's crazy.
Yeah. What else he said? Then he said that he was a diva and how he crazy. Yeah, it was a lot he just aired out there. And that's the one that out of everybody in that movie that you got served, he was on that really was acting. Yeah, when Lil Saint died, and in the hospital, it was all dramatic when he punched the wall, but the acting was there when he was crying and he was all sad about it. Let go of me, man. Let go of me. Yeah, I thought it was
Omarion dancing in the rain.
Yeah. So, anyway, enough about yeah. And that handshake was terrible too. They had where they was like, and they look at each other. Like,
I don't even remember that. I try to forget that movie.
For what it was, I mean, the dancing was dope. My boy was the villain though, but he was cool though. Romeo. He was the back. He was the Judas of the Romeo. Romeo, here he go.
Romeo. Got the one with the big booty.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo.
The director had to make sure, like, every time in the video, Romeo gotta go had the one with the big booty so he can start bragging. I got the one with the big booty.
You're my everything. What was her name? Felicia, some shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, some shit. I forgot.
Yeah. But anyway, but I don't know, man. It's then it's Donovan Mitchell might, like I said, it's rumored that, they're gonna let him go because the Utah are trying to rebuild.
And what was the team?
Miami Heat. That's rumored. And also too, it's rumored that I think he's gonna go to the East Coast, period. Because I heard it was like, either the Knicks, or I heard it was funny with the Bill. I remember like there was rumored that he was gonna go to Boston because him and Tatum, they from St. Louis and they knew each other.
In the Lou.
But I don't know, man. We see, and Bill got that max deal with the Wizards. Who else got a max deal? Joker got a max deal. Zion got a max deal, and
I was about to say salute to Zion, 5-year max extension.
Yeah, but come on, man, lose that weight. Lose that weight, bro.
Yeah, Garland got a deal, a max extension with the Cavs.
Yeah.
He had a good year. He really did over there.
Did. Yeah.
Zach LaVine, max
deal. Yep.
Warriors gonna resign Looney, and they added the Vincenzo. What else I was looking at? Brogdon is now a Celtic.
Cool.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh yeah. That's what they picked. Yeah. They got, so that's gonna be interesting. So
yeah.
If that's the case, then they're gonna get what's called a max deal. Jaylon.
Salute to Jalen Brunson, new Nick.
Yeah, so they're gonna get Jaylen Brown a max deal if that's the case. Then if they got because they got because Bronson, he's more of a point guard, and so Smart can play back to his forward position. Yeah, so if that's the case, then they trying to get what's called Jaylen Brown that max. So him and
also with the Bulls, they got Goran Dragic for 1 year. Andre Drummond got 2 years. Derrick Jones Jr. returns on 2 years. Ricky Rubio returns with a 3-year deal with Cleveland. Robin Lopez agrees to 1-year deal with Cleveland. JaVale McGee is now a Maverick. DeAndre Jordan got a deal with Denver.
Wow.
Marvin Bagley returns with a 3-year deal with Detroit. Batum returns to the Clippers with a 2-year deal. John Wall is a Clipper now. 2-year deal.
Yeah, shout out John Wall. Yep. Finally out of that crazy mess in Houston.
John Morant, 5-year extension with the Grizzlies. You damn right.
Do the gritty.
Oladipo returns with the Heat with 1 year. All right.
Sorry, it's just funny how he do it. He doing it wrong.
What?
The gritty. John Morant. Oh, it's the dance he be doing. It's like a little like it's gritty. It's like they be doing like I can't. Yeah, the way John Morant do it, it's like it's look.
Oh, it's weird when you do it.
Yeah, it look a little funny.
Oh. For the Bucks, Bobby Portis returns for 4 years. Wesley Matthews returns for 1 year. Let's see. Luke Wentz-Dort for the Thunder returns for the 5-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Bamba returns for 2 years for the Magic. PJ Tucker is now a Sixer. 3-year deal.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Didn't expect
Damn.
that.
Yeah, because like I said, if I'm saying if Russ would have did decline that player option, the Lakers would have got some money to get some people. Same way that Harden did. Harden declined the player option, so the Sixers can get some
more bread.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If Russ would have did that, but now he accepted, and they definitely gonna trade his ass because they mad now. And like I said, Harden was smart with it because, like you say, he trying to win.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they got PJ Tucker. Wow.
Yeah. The Suns got Bismack Biyombo. We got a new deal with them. Nerfek returns with a 4-year deal with the Blazers, and the Blazers also got the baby glove. They got the mitten. Gary Payton too.
Where you going?
Portland.
Wow. Wow.
You ain't know that? Yeah, I heard about that yesterday.
And I know the Lakers got someone from the Warriors, the Mexican, the dude that was in the dunk contest. He's from Mexico. He black and Mexican.
Juan Toscano Anderson?
Yeah, they got him.
Okay, yeah.
And they got someone else too.
Troy Brown Jr., Damian Jones, and Lonnie Walker. That's who they got. Those are the other guys they got. Malik Monk is now a King. 2-year deal with the Kings. No signings yet for the Spurs. But y'all want to play with Coach Pop? Otto Porter is now a Raptor. 2-year deal. Thaddeus Young returns to a new deal with them as well. And those are all the deals that I care about. So let me ask you this. So let's just say, Harder resigns with the Sixers. Got a healthy Embiid. They got some other players that's back. Would Sixers be the favorite in the East?
I don't know. I mean, it looked like it.
The East is, because I feel like the East is tougher now.
The East
I
is
feel
tough.
like the East has gotten better. And I'm just trying to see who would be the top runners in that conference, because I feel like the Sixers can be up there. I feel like Miami can be up there.
The Bulls
can be up there. The Bulls.
So I'm saying, but you got a lot, and like I said, we ain't finished with the whole Frill. They trying to figure out what Donovan going to do, and also
yeah. So this is still going on. This is still an ongoing.
Right now,
this is the first week of it.
Yeah, but right now it's getting crazy. But it's gonna be crazy on both sides, regardless. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I remember last season, everybody thought we were gonna get a Lakers and Brooklyn finals, but
I didn't think that at all.
Yeah.
I did not think that at all. Like people were so quick to jump to that because of the names that's at Brooklyn and the names that's at the Lakers. When I saw that Laker team, I was like, I mean, that's cool that they got them, but my hopes wasn't that high that I was like, as far as the championship, I was like, we'll make the playoffs. And then as the season went on and AD kept getting hurt and some other people was getting hurt or caught COVID, because COVID is still out here.
Yeah.
It wasn't looking like that. I don't even think they made the play-in, right?
Who?
The Lakers. Or if they did, they didn't. They didn't make it at all.
No, they didn't make it at all. Yeah, they
didn't make it at all. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with Brooklyn, they made it, but I think they lost. They lost early in the playoffs. They lost to Boston, first round.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
But
And like I said before, with the style that Steve Nash came from, that D'Antoni style, you're not going to win a championship with that style. You're not. So yeah. Hopefully the next time we do next episode, we give y'all some more updates with this with the free agency and the trading situation. Cause yeah, like you said, you still got Durant. You still want to see what he's going to do, what Spider's going to do, Westbrook,
Kyrie.
And Kyrie and some other guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting situation, man. So if you're an NBA head, you want to keep your ears and your eyes open to what's going on. Also, I need to catch some of these summer league games and watch the highlights so I can get more familiar with these rookies. Since I fell off of college ball the past few years, I need to get back on that too, for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting, but see how it goes. But yeah. But moving on, last but not least, this weekend coming up, July the 8th through the 10th in Crystal City, Virginia, we have BlerdCon. This is their hold on. Huh?
It's their fourth one, isn't it?
Hold up. I'm gonna figure it out. I want to say so bad this their fourth or fifth. It will be there. I think this is the fifth. I think. Yeah, I think this is their fifth one. But yeah, it's happening. I'm gonna be there. So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually staying there, so I'm not gonna take that drive. Especially these gas prices, man. But yeah, definitely staying there for the weekend. Trying to enjoy myself. Try to take the best I can to like network as much as I can. But yeah, it's the theme is homecoming. They're gonna have a marching band. They're gonna have the legendary Landell Jones, aka Dr. Lee from Drumline, and what else? We can go on Mad TV and
Mad TV,
7 Up yours, 7 Up.
Yep, the joint with Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, double take. And also American Gods. He played them. Yes. Well, they shouldn't have cut him off.
And he's also did some stand-up. He was at the Comedy Factory not too long ago.
Actually, they had a comedy show, and he's going to be, I think, the headliner.
Nice.
Shout out to Substantial, rapper Substantial from.
He's gonna be there.
He always there. He's always.
Rest in peace to Nujabes. I know
rest in peace.
Thing for Nujabes.
Yeah. But
he's a Maryland native. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the area. But I wouldn't be surprised if he comes because he's been there for the past. He was there when
Mega Ran's going to be there because Mega Ran usually does MagFest every year, from what people told me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. But he always. He was there when my first time in 2019, and he was there last year. Well, he had a book signing, so I know he was there. But I'm not surprised he won't be surprised if he shows up. Same thing with Marcus Williams, the illustrator, him, his boy Greg.
Yeah,
they're gonna be there.
He always be at Baltimore Comic Con.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be surprised they're gonna be there too. But yeah, I'm looking forward. Hopefully, that's I'm trying to. They don't have the whole programming schedule up yet. I've seen a couple of things on the Facebook page that they're doing. So yeah, but definitely, I think this is their 5th year. I want to say their 5th year doing this.
If they didn't do one in 2020, it'd be their 4th.
Yeah, they didn't do. Yeah, they didn't do one.
But I feel like they did one in maybe 2018 or something.
Okay.
What was the first year? Was it 2018 or 2019?
I want to say 2018.
Okay, so that's probably
yeah, 2019. I was that's when I showed. That's when I went.
2021, 4th. If they didn't have one in 20, it'd probably be their 4th. This would be their 4th time, but oh no.
Yeah, so just looking forward, just like I said, try to network as much as I can, and just enjoy the festivities too. Since I'm gonna be staying down there, I don't have to worry about, oh, damn, I can't go here because I might hit up a party. Who knows?
Do it, man. Live your life, yo. Like
put the mask on. Like, who are you? Don't worry, girl.
She might be in cosplay too.
No, but we're they're gonna have masks on anyway, still inside anyway. So
nice. Yeah. I wish I could go. I was apprehensive about going because of my job, because I know I couldn't do the whole weekend, and I didn't see anything where you could pay for the day. The times I've checked, I've only saw it for the weekend, for the whole weekend.
I don't know, cause I think I don't know, cause like I didn't.
When I checked their website last, which was like maybe a few weeks ago, it was just for that day. I mean, it was just for the weekend, not different days. So, and I know I'm trying to do a little trip for my birthday. That's kind of still a little iffy, but not on my end, on someone else's end. But it's a thing of like, I didn't want to wait because, and another thing was, earlier this year, I did want to go to a convention. It was between BlerdCon and AutoCon. They're like 2 weeks apart. So I didn't know which one I wanted to go to. But I might wait till next year. I'm still not sure about Baltimore Comic Con, to be honest with you. But yeah, man. Like the closest thing I went to a con so far was Nerdpocalypse. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, they got something going on. Transcendent Events got something going on. Nerds on the Beach, something like that. That might be here. But yeah. All I can tell you, man, is have fun, live your life, do your thing. Network the hell out of everything's blurred, and hopefully we get some more people to check us out and everything. You know what I mean? And take pictures of some cool cosplay. I say do a vlog, yo, if you can.
Yeah, I still got Tommy's GoPro because I used it for my heir's friend's wedding on Juneteenth. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, how was that?
The wedding was good. The reception, the reception could have been a little bit. It was like a little craziness in the reception. I'll explain after we record. Yeah, but I mean, it was still good. It was still a good wedding. They had a good weather, outside in Annapolis. Craig helped me out with the wedding. Shout out to Craig. Thanks. Yeah, I needed another second eyes on the camera. Thank you, bro. But
Craig came through and helped you out. You said Craig came through?
Yeah,
helped
yeah,
you out?
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was last minute, but yeah, I was like, I trained him well. I trained Grasshopper well. I'm afraid of like I feel like between him and B Waters with the camera, you know.
Yeah, you just told me stay behind the camera, press the button.
Oh yeah, that was at when we was gonna go to DJ. That was just like it was Fred. It was like it was already set up. All y'all had to do was like Shaun, just press the record.
Yeah, just press the button. I just look, it's good, right? You good?
Yeah.
Good shot. You good angle?
Yeah, it was in focus. You good? It just press to record. That's all you needed to do.
I did it. I was a cameraman, y'all.
That was it. But yeah, definitely network, and also to between this and also with B-side to
B-side,
try to get some more people. Both mostly, I'm looking for more crew than cast, but if it's not, it's whatever. But definitely the crew. But definitely and like I said, I'm gonna get the selfie. I paid for the selfie with for Orlando Jones as well. That was like what, $60.
Is Roxy Hayes supposed to still be there?
Yeah, she's still there. Couple of
she's good. She's funny.
Yeah, I do too. I seen her a few times on Instagram and stuff like that. And she's funny. Her skits funny too. But
I haven't checked out the skits. I know her from the all deaf stuff she does.
Yeah, Scorp King costuming. He's a cosplayer. Jay Adore. I think I've seen her. She looks familiar. Jador, sorry.
It's French.
Sorry. Jador. She's gonna be there. Kiwi Nina More. She's a cosplayer. And that's it. And then Orlando Jones. That's it.
Man, it'd be nice if they could get Nim Raps one year, or Blerd Without Fear, or
or Andre the Black Nerd.
Andre the Black. That's the big one. Pause. Yeah. Like I said, Mega Ran, Novelist.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I mean, why hasn't nobody tried to get? Well, maybe he's trying to get out of that thing, but no, he's not. We need Jaleel White, man. Let's get freaking Jaleel White. Let's get
Zach,
the first Black Ranger.
Walter Jones. Yeah, get him. What's some call was there last year. Was Karen Ashley, Aisha from
Aisha was there last year.
And that was
good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just like, it was like, yeah. No. I was like, oh my god, damn it. I was there. No.
All right.
I mean, yeah, we did have crushes. Yeah, I mean, yes.
Boy.
No, it was more like first mad, like, damn you, I should have been there. Got a picture, hug. Even though it was COVID at the time, but still, I had a mask on, but still hugged her. But yeah. But what if they had my boo, yo? Alexis Fields.
Oh, Alexis. I didn't know if you meant, cause see, I'm thinking BlerdCon, so I was thinking old girl is going to be in the Marvels joints, and she was in Tiana Paris.
Oh yeah. Oh, her too. That'd be crazy too. No, they gotta have money for that. Money. She got the mobile money too. But it was cool. And when I went to 2019, when I met Cutie Pie Sensei and Zen.
Shout out to Cutie Pie Sensei.
I didn't know she was that tall. That's the thing that I was like, I didn't know she was like maybe 2 inches tall. I don't know if because of heels, but she was tall though, still.
It's a shorty named Shelly something. Cosplayer. She's pretty dope. Her cosplays are pretty good. I'd like to see her one year come through. I'm trying to think who else would be good fits for BlerdCon. I'm trying to think of like other known like actors and stuff like that you know they have like a nerd back. It'd be dope if Logic did it. But again, Logic is money.
But Logic, I mean, he probably would do it because, like I said, it's home. You know what I'm saying? And he's no longer, you know, in the major. Like, I mean, it's besides, you know, like I say, he'll do it. Yeah, he would do that. And also too, I know he probably it's gonna be like a little grip, but I mean, but I don't know. I can still do it. Like he'll probably do it, yeah, because it's home. So we'll see. I would say like Zoe Zendaya, but that's big time too. They gotta have that money too.
I would love to see, again, this is money, and I'm not saying all of them, but maybe a Wu, somebody from the Wu,
Probably,
not all, just because they, come on, yo. We know
more
what
than
time
likely,
it is.
yeah, more than likely, I would say Jizza is like the only one I would see. Yeah,
I could see, I mean, I could see RZA definitely. I could see Meth.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Ghost. Ray did a which Comic-Con did he do? He either did New York or San Diego's. And it was like his first time there. And he had a dope time and he was showing different things. So yeah. I could see him. They could definitely get Sarface. They could definitely get Sarface. Murs is a comic head. You could get Murs.
If he was still alive, Zoom.
Oh, I was about to say Murs Dot.
No. Oh. But he is doing his last album.
Yes. Yeah. It's like a sequel to the End of the Beginning joint. I see he did a couple singles. So he did a couple singles off that joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man. It's some acts like that could do that definitely. But I guess all in due time, as that joint gets bigger, you'll probably get bigger names to do BlerdCon. You know, but yeah, salute to BlerdCon. You know, shout out to everybody that's going to be a part of it, whether you're working it or you're attending it. Man, y'all be safe, have a good time, and let it be a fun, positive joint. No nigger shit. All right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The first time I went, I mean, I didn't stay. I mean, I was there for a while, but it was like I didn't felt that type of. Everybody was really chill and cool and all that.
That's what's up. And let's keep that going.
And also, I know, yeah, keep it going. And I don't know, like I said, I didn't go to the parties or nothing like that. And they had like these very adult mixers happening upstairs. And they having it this year. Yeah, they be having like these what you call beret-ish beret like the you know, the girls burlesque. Whew, sorry. Yeah.
They have a burlesque show.
Yeah, with them doing cosplay. Yeah. Sure.
Stroke spear.
Yeah, they always been doing. They did it. Yeah, they did it a few times. Yeah, actually, that's the main thing. And you know, girls in cosplay and looking like Harvey Quinn and wherever.
Yo, you're fake. Like Harley Quinn, is it Tana? Is it Wonder Woman? There's even an April O'Neil. I'm gonna get the scoop on her.
Well, I know. I think you still got it's like an extra pay on that, but still, it's like it's a mixer in the show.
Okay.
But it's like it's like an upper level. Like they had like these like for real, and they had like a VIP party too. And like if you had the VIP pass, you can't make it. Like, damn it.
Why is there what you call it? Social class, why is it classism at BlerdCon? What is this for the VIP? If you're not VIP, you can't make it.
No, they got.
Where did you get yours? Did you get yours the first The first half of the joint? Oh, okay, you can go. Where did you get yours? Second half? No, you can't go. Only
No,
the
they
first,
got a
only the first 200 could come attend this event.
right. But no, they got a it's an extra pay on the VIP. So like yeah, so I forgot how much it was, but yeah, but
Are you American Express? Did you get off American Express? Then you can come to this event.
yeah, I was Southwestern it, but
Oh, you there? Oh, you one of them niggas? All right, come on in.
come on. This is
Oh, you
BlerdCon.
VIP? Oh, hello, sir. Come on in. We'll glide you.
Yeah, that's right. This is BlerdCon. Yeah. Oh, you want food? No, not that luxury food. Y'all getting the food truck. That food truck.
For real.
But the food
Oh, you
truck.
got steak? Oh, let me see your wristband. Oh, no steak for you, nigga. McDonald's.
I know, right? And there's a McDonald's, literally at McDonald's across the street from the hotel. And
oh, it's gonna be some nigga shit at that McDonald's. Ain't gonna be at the con. It's gonna be at the McDonald's.
But they're gonna have like a lot of food trucks outside the hotel, and they be on point. Hopefully there's one. I forgot the name of them. I think I still got their card. They was from DC, and they had like this good food up there too.
I came up with a messed up cosplay. Somebody cosplay as the Howard County Hamburglar.
All right, y'all. This is Everything's Bird, episode 58. Nigga. All right, man.
Hey, real quick. You know, earlier I shouted out the people that won BET Awards. I didn't shout out everybody. I probably will another time. But I know we don't talk a lot of wrestling on here, but I just wanted to shout out Valerie Loretta, excuse me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
Yeah.
She is the first Cuban American woman in WWE history to sign a contract with the WWE. She was originally fighting with Bellator. I'm familiar with Bellator. Their fights used to come on. It's been called so many different channels, but I remember when it used to come on Spike TV or whatever it's called, and now I think Bellator got to deal with Showtime, so I don't see their fights as much. But she begins with the WWE on July 18th, right before 24th birthday. I'm not sure if she's gonna go right into the WWE or she's gonna go into NXT. But either way, wish her all the best. And she's also a model. I can see why. Nice looking young lady. But yeah. Congrats to her. And if you're a wrestling fan, Money in the Bank was last night. And yeah, check that out on Peacock. I still got to watch the first hour of it because I'm missing matches. But yeah, some good stuff on there. So yeah. I just wanted to shout out that young lady for being the first Cuban American and get signed to the WWE. I thought that was a dope fact to see that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a wrap.
I'm gonna say two more things. Actually, two quick shout outs. 25th anniversary of Men in Black was July the 2nd. And also happy 60th birthday to the man, the legend today, Tom Cruise. 60. That's when you know your actors that you growing up getting old. Like, damn, yo, 60.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I heard he did his thing in the Elvis movie.
Tom Cruise?
Oh, I think she said Tom Hanks.
Like what?
Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Yeah, real quick. Yeah, legend. 60. Man, but don't look his age at all.
Actually,
he don't look 60. Knock it off.
I mean, I ain't gonna say sick, but he is. I ain't gonna say that he don't look sick, but he is. The Asian is definitely it's getting there. You can definitely see it. But,
I don't see no 60.
not 60. I want to say he's still like in his 50s, but it's like definitely
I'd say 40s. He
Wow.
look about in his 40s. Nigga, how many 60-year-olds got a six-pack like that if you saw Top Gun Maverick? Come on. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be that rip at that age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though when he filmed that, he was late 50s, but still, that's still a feat.
Mm-hmm.
At late 50s, that rip. Him, freaking Melly Mel, LL, you know what I'm saying? These guys are past their 50s, and you know what I'm saying, and are in amazing shape.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, look at The Rock. The Rock is 50. So, yeah, man. But they have the time to do that.
Yeah.
I gotta make the time for that.
Right.
Crazy.
But yeah, y'all. Episode or anymore?
Also, I want to say it was last week, and I want to say it might have been. It must be 5 years that Prodigy passed away. Because I did see a couple mixes out there, a couple tributes to him. So salute to Prodigy, one half of Mobb D. And I saw somebody had a 25th anniversary. And I can't think of who it is. But yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to think something else too. I may have missed too. That was 20th. But yeah, episode 58, y'all. Thanks for watching. Keep on following us on the Instagram, Facebook. You know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Everything's blurred on everything.
Everything on everything. Everything is everything.
Everything is everything.
Everything's blurred on everything.
Every marvel. All right. This is your Shirley Brown here. Mr. Shaun up there. Peace out, y'all.